Well, good morning. Finally got 4.3. So this is actually my third drive. I took it out last night and we took it out this morning. Here's just a small sampling of my reactions to situations we'll encounter in this drive. Wow. Gutsy. Excellent. Excellent job. Wow. Brain dead. This is vastly improved. Hope I didn't hit him. Well, that's disappointing. But it is going to do it. Oh my gosh. I didn't need to intervene, but I also could have had lunch there. Oh, that was really nice. Slowed down a little to check, but didn't completely stop and didn't roll through without checking, which it has done before. So far, so good. Let's see how it does this. 3.6 has been doing this great for a long time. Look, that was very nice. Oftentimes, 3.6, when there was nothing to do, would get confused and sit there for 20 seconds thinking about it. When there was a lot going on, then it would be aggressive and make a decision. So that came up to the line and there was nobody coming either way, and it made a decision quickly and went for it. So far, so good. I should mention just my impressions so far from the first two drives I took is this is smoother. It doesn't accelerate near as aggressively, which I kind of liked, but this is more comfortable for the passengers. And it doesn't stop as abruptly, which I did not like on 3.6. It would stop too late and too quickly. And so far, I have not noticed that with this. We'll see how it goes the rest of the drive. Okay, this turn is blind to the right. You kind of have to pull forward more than this. It's taking its time. It looked and made a decision. I think that's a little quicker than it's done before, which is good. Speed control. It's not fixed. It's doing what it thinks it can do, I guess, regardless of irregardless of what the set speed is. I'm not sure how it's thinking through this. But we're going 53, 54 in a 40 zone, which I don't mind. This road is nice and straight. There's no reason you can't do that, except that there's a cop that loves to sit up there at the crest of the hill and pull over people that are going too fast. I ran into a couple of areas that I know are speed traps on my earlier drive this morning, and I had to disengage it to get it to lower the speed. I suggest that when it says max like this, that you could use the control wheel to change the actual speed. That does not work. The control wheel doesn't change anything when it's in max like that. And there's no way to get it to lower the speed other than disengaging it. And that's silly. That's my suggestion. If you know of any way to lower the speed other than disengaging, please let me know, because I'm an idiot and I often miss things. So I would appreciate hearing about them. Not as pretty up here today as it often is. One, because I'm going later in the day, and two, because it's going to be really hot for us, 106. So they had the fire bosses out on the lake the other day, 3 of them, practicing picking up water and dropping it. So fire season's just around the corner. It's handling these curves very well, smoother than 3.6, I would say. Oh, by the way, I am loving the eye tracking. It very rarely, unless I'm down messing around with the screen down here for an extended period of time, gives me a pay attention warning at all. And if it does, I just look straight ahead. I was really worried because I got a strike once because it just could not tell on a sunny day that I was squinting, my old man droopy eyes, and squinting into the sun. It probably thought I was asleep. And so I was worried how well this was going to work, but so far I am loving it. Okay, this first turn is getting onto a 60 mile an hour highway. 3.6 generally did this. I think it did this well all the time. Its only difficulty was sometimes judging that it could go. Yeah, like right there. It was marginal. I thought it was going to do it. I would have probably done that. This is pretty much 3.6 behavior here. It waits until it has a really big gap and passes up opportunities I would have taken. But once it was clear, it went. I mean, that was very comfortable. Acceleration, I liked it better before when it put you in your seat, but this was much more comfortable. Okay, needs to go after this guy, and it is. Excellent. Perfect. I wouldn't have done it any better. Okay, we had no blinker there. I noticed 3.6 would do that too. If there's nobody really behind you, then sometimes it just won't blink, which I guess is okay. I mean, logically, it makes sense. Why blink if nobody's paying attention to it? But it's still a little strange. Nice. I'm not sure 3.6 would have taken that gap. Nice. Okay, I don't know if you remember, but on 3.6, this thing would go 35 miles an hour up this ramp, and it would not accelerate until it was literally, its left front wheel was on the highway. So we're doing better here. We're still at 53. We've got a semi behind us. Maybe it's letting us pass. No, he moved over, so it should be accelerating now. It's blinking as it merges onto the freeway, which it did not used to do before. So that may be an improvement. But it is going to do it. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is fixed. Okay, we've got a left turn up here. 3.6 would mess this up routinely. It would wait until the last second, then dive across the left-hand lane to get into the left turn lane. It doesn't look like it's setting up for this either, so it looks like they have not improved this in 4.3. Yeah, it's slowing down in the freeway, cutting across the left lane, and then pulling into the left turn lane. Had there been traffic in the left lane, that would have not been good at all. And that's the same behavior I had in 3.6. 3.6 also did weirdness here. Sometimes it would go straight and then just freak out, and I'd have to take over. That was really good. That crossed the yellow line so that cars going straight across the intersection could still go, and then it took a gap when it had it. So that part was good. The route planning in preparation for the turn was not that hot. Well, that's interesting. For whatever reason, it is setting up for the turn this time, or it just decided to get in this lane for some reason. Okay, we got cars in the median. This will be interesting. Go. Left turn. Are you going to pit? I was hoping the car would stay in the median. Okay, there's a double yellow line just off to our left. We just crossed it now. It crossed the double yellow line while it's waiting for traffic. That's perfect. It has not always done that before. It's often blocked the median. It could go now. It's not going. Oh, gosh. Pretended like it. Did a head fake, but then it chickened out. Okay, go now. Go now. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, the first time we did this turn, it did not put me over in the left lane, and so it shot across the left lane to get to the left turn lane. Second time, it did move over and set up well for it. This third time doesn't look like it's going to set up for it either. It's going to just dash over across the left lane and slow down in the freeway. Yeah, last second here. Look at this. This is awful. But I don't know how much to blame this on FSD, because we may still be on the old highway stack here, the old if-then stack. I don't know how much of the neural net is actually implemented on the highway yet. I really do like the way it's handling this median though. Yeah, every time it's done an excellent job there. Now if it would just route plan and get in the right lanes and not slow down in the freeway. I think part of the slowdown in the freeway issue is that it's trying to be more gentle. But you know, when you're on a high-speed highway like that and you're turning off, I would gladly, in fact, safety would dictate you being a more harsh brake in preparation for a turn rather than getting rear-ended because you slowed down on the highway. Does that make sense? Okay, we're clear from the left and we're clear from the right. It should go. Oh, very nice. Very nice. In the median, pausing, double checking, go. Excellent. Excellent job. Okay, the last time I made this left, it did it excellently. It was clear on both sides, but it didn't wait all day. It made a decision. We're clear to the left. We could make it to the right if we moved to the median. It did not elect to take that opportunity. I wonder if it's going to wait for clear on both sides before it moves to the median. Okay, we could go after this car, but it would be tight. Nope. Okay, I've got another car behind me. Is waiting on me. Okay, we could have gone there as well. Oh, there was that car in front of me. Okay, we can go to the median now. But this car's sharing the median with us, so we have to be careful. And is it going to go? It is. Oh my gosh. Now accelerate. Accelerate. Come on. You know, that wasn't bad. It should have accelerated faster once it got on the highway, but not bad at all. Well, that's an improvement there. On this road, it used to go much slower and it would flirt with the edge over there. I think it even tried to leave the road a couple of times in 3.6. This is vastly improved. Okay, I think it used to flirt with hitting this pothole on the side over here. Let's see if we can see it now. Oh my word, very nice. Very nice, no hesitation, avoided the potholes. Let's see how fast it goes here. Yeah, we don't need to be going 14. See if it speeds up after. Nope, still 14. Okay, I'm going to nudge it. Okay, last time it went 14 miles an hour through here. Now it's picked it up to 22. I do not know what it sees differently, but I'm glad it did. Come on, move, quail. Oh! I did not stop for that quail. I hope I didn't hit him. Okay, it used to leave the shoulder in this area. Let's see if it does. Oh, it's flirting with it, but maybe that garbage can will tell it to get back over where it belongs. Well, so far we're doing all right. It would play with the shoulder here too. I think this is improved, folks. We'll hit this again. I do not like being this far over on a blind hill. Vastly improved. It would leave the road multiple times there. I do not like this being in the center of the road going over a blind hill, though. It's got to be a compromise in there somewhere, but that's definitely been improved. No, this is great. It used to leave the road here. But now we've got room on the right. Move over right so I can, in case we meet somebody on the hill, we don't get killed. That would be appreciated. Okay, we're back to the highway again. This time it's one lane each direction, if I recall. See, I don't like this. I don't know if that's the law or what, but we're stopped at the stop sign when the white line is way up here. It should just go to the white line. Okay, we're clear both ways. Do it. Do it. You're going to miss it if you don't. You're going to... Okay, I'm going to nudge it. Yeah, I didn't want to wait there all day. Okay, use the shoulder. Use the shoulder. It's not slowed down quite a bit more than I would have liked on the freeway. But not a bad turn. I mean, it wasn't unsafe. But the guy that was quite a ways behind me was much closer by the time we got off the highway. Well, that was kind of impressive. That road was pretty bumpy and messed up there, and it slowed down for it. It's never done that before. Going a little slower than I'd like, but you know, it did an off-road excursion here last time with 3.6. So if we can stay on the road, I'll take it. Let's see what it does up here. Yeah, it stayed on the road just fine. Okay, good. Left turn again. One lane each direction, high speed. We're clear on the left, not on the right. I got my foot hovering on the brake because it's nudging its way out there. Okay, it should go after this car. Go, 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 go. It's not going. Okay, we'll wait for the next gap. It's really tentative. I'm surprised it saw that guy. Now it needs to go. Okay, it's not going. I nudged it. Well, that's disappointing. 3.6 had done that turn several times. We'll try it again later. Okay, here's this turn that it was unable to make last time. Let's see if it does better this time. You need to pull up. You can't see to the left. Okay, left is clear, right is not clear. We've got like 5 cars. Okay, it needs to go after this car. It's clear as a bell after this car. And it's not going. Well, now it is. Oh my word. Okay. I mean, we had plenty of room before the guy came. I just don't know why it didn't make that decision initially. Okay, we had 3-6 attempt this U-turn twice, and it failed both times. I'm not even sure it's doable. It's a very, you'd have to stop very quickly. So let's see what it does. Oh, come on. Is it going to make it? It's slowing down in the lane. It did not use the turn lane. It is going, and it did it. Wow. Wow. Nice. It should have pulled over into the left turn lane so it wouldn't slow down the highway lane, but that was impressive. Okay, just taking a right on this. We had room. It elected not to go. Is it going to go now? Seriously? Nope. We've got 3 cars coming from the left here. It probably could have gone, but it would have had to do a Tesla acceleration instead of an ICE car acceleration. It could have gone there. It did not. It faked me out to get me to worry. Did a head fake, but it didn't go. Okay, we can go now. It needs to follow this silver car, and it is. Perfect. Good. Okay, 3-6 on one of these tests up here actually had disengagement where it gave up and said take over immediately. I've gotten very few of those in my life in my trials of FSD, but it did one on this turn. Let's see what we do. We're stopping in the highway again. I don't like that, but it did the turn fine. That's good. That's good. That's been improved. Okay, we hugged more in our share of the road, which made his exit there a little tough. Oh my gosh, it's going for this. Wow, gutsy. You better speed up or that guy's going to be irritated at you. No, that was gutsy. You guys can't see how close that guy was. We made it. There was plenty of time, but he moved over to pass us, but he didn't need to move over. It was perfectly safe, but it was pretty gutsy move. Okay, we've got a car on our tail and we have what looks like a truck blocking the road. So what's it going to do? It needs to put the blinker on, which it did. Good. And now it's going to get past this guy. Come on, keep moving. Keep moving. Yeah, I don't know that it could have done that any better. Okay, we're clear on the left and clear on the right, but it needs to go because the left car is coming. I'm going to nudge it. It was waiting too long. Did nice acceleration, though, to get over and up to highway speeds. Nice job there. One thing I didn't mention, because 4.3 was doing it right and so it wasn't noticeable, is that when it changes lane, it doesn't do the what I call quantum lane changes, where it swerves back and forth between lanes. I call it quantum because it doesn't know which lane it's going to end up in until it actually ends up there. It did not do that. When it wanted to change a lane, it changed a lane. There was no indecision or weave involved at all. So that's a vast improvement because that was really irritating. Conclusions. I like 4.3. I like it a lot. It may be 5 to 10 times greater between interventions because I don't know the millions of interventions it's training against. It may be training from elephants falling from the sky. I just know the ones that I'm dealing with. And I've seen improvements in a couple of the big ones. The way it handles that median on that left-hand turn exiting the highway is better. The tendency of it to go off-roading on those really bad roads is better. I don't think the left turns getting onto the highway have degraded, but I did have to nudge a couple of them because it seemed to be locked in an indecision loop. I absolutely love not having wheel nags. And it's doing good with my saggy old man eyes squinting into the sun. It has not falsely accused me of looking away yet. And this morning when I did have it nag me a couple times because I was looking at the screen trying to adjust the climate control, all I had to do was look forward again and the nag went right away. It's very cool. It's also smoother. The accelerations are smoother. The braking is smoother, but that's causing difficulties coming off the highway because it's wanting to provide a smoother braking experience coming off the highway when I'd be willing to exchange that for it getting its butt off the highway and not getting rear-ended. That needs to be fixed. What have I discovered? Well, in avoiding the side of the road, it was coming up on blind heels, not only in the center of the road, probably over in the left-hand side of the road. Preparing for my left turn has not gotten any better. It did that right 1 out of 3 times, and I do not know why. But like I say, that just may be the old highway stack. That may not even be the true neural net FSD handling the exit there. In summary, real progress. It took a while to get here. Makes me wonder if the march to 9s with a neural network may be tougher than we think. When you think about it, LLMs like ChatGPT make mistakes all the time. FSD has got to get to the point where it doesn't make mistakes. Lives are at risk here. So going down that march of 9s may be tougher than we think. We're getting there, folks. This is going to be game changing. Nobody's going to touch Tesla in this arena, in my opinion, because they've got the data out there, millions of cars returning data to the home base for this. They've got the compute power. Elon says they're not compute constrained anymore. Or in the process of finishing the east end of Giga Texas, which is going to be dedicated to unleashing the power of Hardware 4. I'm really looking forward to that. So there's a lot to be excited about. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Come on, what are we waiting for here, folks? I had to say it was doing great. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to sit here and let it try. You think you'll go today sometime? Okay. Wow, that was awful. I didn't need to intervene, but I also could have had lunch there. If you're going to go, you need to go. Why do you need to wait for these cars on the right? Seriously, what is it doing? It's perfectly clear on the left. What in the world? You do not need to have the cars from the right be open. I'm just going to let it sit here since nobody's behind me. Oh my word. Okay, I can't stay here all day. I've got stuff to do. I gave it a nudge. Wow, brain dead.